Virgo, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this reading finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading, back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello, and for those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. So, as usual, this is going to be a relationship spread, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I am basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general. You're pretty talkative. I love it. All right. But also don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because for me personally, I realize that with my readings, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign, but probably because my Venus is in the 8th house along with my North Node there. I don't really know, but if it doesn't resonate, then it just doesn't resonate, all right? There's so many amazing, talented tarot readers out there for you to just click and watch. I just know that it was not for you. But anyway, happy birthday, Virgo. I really wish you all the best in life, love, luck, and career. I hope that starting from this year onwards, all doors of opportunities, abundance, prosperity, and everything starts to, find itself and open its way towards you so that you can enjoy life, live good love, good people, good money, good abundance, and of course, most importantly of all the best that you truly deserve, because most Virgos that I know are really the best people out there. Okay, happy birthday. So, let's talk now. Your overall energy for the now, you have the Emperor card, you have the Nine of Wands, and then you also have the Two of Cups. So, I don't feel like relationship right now is your 100% priority, because you can see how this Nine of Wands is pushing the idea of the Two of Cups. So I feel like in terms of your overall energy, and we're not talking about them, we're talking about you here, because this is your overall energy, is that although you love this person, although you have a strong connection towards this person, you feel that when things were great, it was really great, but relationship or even love itself is not a high priority for you. What's priority for you is basically your total opposite, which is the Emperor card, because you guys are ruled by the Hermit card, right? The total opposite of it is like the Emperor card. So so right now you guys are much more focusing on how is it that I am able to raise my voice? How is it that right now I am able to be heard? Because it's like you guys are pretty sick and tired of your service towards others, because Virgo has its tendencies. I noticed, like, my ex-husband is a Virgo, my best friend is a Virgo, I have nieces and nephews and cousins who are Virgos, and I noticed that they have like a lot of, it's just something that happens so naturally towards you. You know what I mean? Like, you just want to be service of others. You just want to be useful for others. And when you cannot do that to others, you're so hard on yourself. And I feel like, especially during these weeks, I feel like that's no longer your main priorities, because you feel like there was like a lot of times in the past where I was handing out cups towards other people and then I was left with nothing. So I don't feel like I want to be prioritizing on that first. I want to be prioritizing myself. So I want to be heard. I want to be doing stuff that is good for me. I want to shine. I'm really focused. I'm really ambition. You know what I mean? Like that type of Emperor energy. I'm no longer going to be tolerating bullshit. I am no longer going to be tolerating people who tramples over me, who stampede over me and everything like that. So that's that. That's that. So what's your challenges right now is that you have the Hierophant card, and then you also have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So Hierophant card talks about a card of a non-committal person. So you could, and because this is the overall challenge, I could not really pinpoint who is doing what to who, but a Hierophant card is a non-committal card, as somebody who is not able to keep up with their promises, or even, because this happens to a lot of relationship, the perceptions or what they perceive of what faithful and loyalty is different towards you. Yeah, or it could be that somebody promised somebody something and they were not able to deliver it. So like, for instance, this person promised to reach out to you after they're done being busy, and then 2 years later, they're still not doing their job. They're still not delivering their promises. They did not fulfill what was said. And then the second is that you have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So I believe that you feel that there is no collective happiness in this relationship. So it was always circling around their happiness or your happiness. It seems like what makes them happy could never be met in the middle with what makes you happy. And you kind of like get sick and tired of that. And I feel like with this Ten of Cups in reverse as the overall challenge, in the past, you guys compromise a lot. You compromise a lot. That's why you're feeling unhappy, because you compromise a lot up to the point that you did not really care about what is it you make you feel, that what makes you feel happy. That's why right now you guys are being pushed to become the emperor. You know what I mean? So let's see. By the way, don't freak out if you hear me muttering in non-English word. It's just me, asking questions in Indonesia, like 5 cards in the now, like 5 cards for the past and stuff like that. Interesting. They have the Knight of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. 7 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Although you're still very, very much hopeful of this relationship to come, but again, a part of you don't want to be so happy about it. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're only dealing with one person, a part of you is like, yeah, I can see, yeah, I'm still hopeful for this. Like, there's a 3 of Wands type of thing. It's a very Neptunian type of thing. Like, I could see this play out. Well, maybe if I'm like more patient, that will play out in this. Well, it would be nice to be like this, those stuff. And then a part of you is also like the 4 of Swords. I forgot, sorry. The 3 of Wands was accompanied by the 7 of Cups. So this person was able to make you swept off of your emotional cups up to the point that you're not grounded as much in the past, yeah? And that's still kind of like is your energy in the now. And then there's like this tug of war between your Neptunian quality, your fantasies, your imaginations, and what you wish for the best. You still wearing that rose-colored lenses. And then a part of you is like the 4 of Swords, like, shut it, Virgo, like, don't think about it anymore. Like, there's this tug of war going on between the both of you. That is pretty, okay. All right, so what was happening in the past? In the past, you were dealing with somebody who went through a lot. They were going through a period where either they were having a Saturn transit or they were having a Saturn return, but there was a lot of learning process that they had to went through. There was like a lot of maturation process. I feel like when they were dealing with you in the past, they didn't understand themselves better, and then they went through a process where they had to understand themselves better, either through psychology or spirituality or astrology or tarot or whatever. Like, they were in that process, and when they find themselves is when they get out of a period of their mental anxiety. So in the past, way back in the past, you were dealing with somebody who was not really in a good mental state because of that, because they were not able to understand themselves better. And in the past, they were embracing themselves totally, and it was something like the universe gave to them. Yeah. And then you kind of like it about them. You feel like this person kind of like changed in some ways. You feel like this person is less selfish or less narcissistic or less pushy or less bossy or whatever. Like, you feel this quality in them. But for some reasons, you have the King of Swords here in the past. So you cannot get through what happened in the past. You kind of like wrote in your mental notebook the disappointment that they made you feel in the past. And then you keep it to yourself. And those books of sins are the one that is pushing you to be like, okay, now that's pushing you to be the 4 of Swords. You know what I mean? Like, when your heart, when your emotional cups is leading you to become the 7 of Cups and 3 of Wands, wanting to, think of beautiful things that might happen in the future, your book of sins, your mental notebook, everything that you've been writing on, is telling you that no, it's too good to be true. Let's not be too happy right now. Like, you're saying this to yourself. So what they're doing right now, so if it's not happening, it's going to happen like really, really soon. This person is the Knight of Pentacles and also the Ace of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles also is a very, very passive card, but it's accompanied by the Ace of Pentacles. So they're going to be doing something that is like a start, but it's not as fast, it's not as come and go like the Ace of Wands would. It's the Ace of Pentacles, so they're going to be much more there. I kind of like want to know what their intentions are with this thing. I'm nosy. If you're new to my channel, I got Mars in Scorpio. Okay, saya mau tahu ini intentionsnya si ini orangnya apa sih? Knight of Wands, Wheel of the Year, and 6 of Wands. Okay, so this person actually kind of like want to, there's no denying they still have that fire in them. They still have the Knight of Wands, although they've went through a period where they mature, but they still have that inner child within them, that the energy of coming and going, the energy of, okay, well, it would be nice. Well, maybe it was meant to be for me in Virgo, so I want to do something about it. But for me, it's also somewhere in the subconscious lies like, I kind of like want to conquer Virgo. I want to do this because it makes me feel happy when I'm talking to Virgo. It makes me feel happy when I'm doing a certain stuff for Virgo. I want to do this because back in the days when things were awful between me and Virgo, it led me to a period where I was a Six of Wands in reverse, where I was not feeling so good about myself. So they try to heal themselves by doing nice things towards you. So, and it's coming, I feel like, because it's in the present card. So if it's not happening now, I think it's going to happen like really, really soon. That Ace of Pentacles coming in your way. Lima kartu masa depan. It means 5 cards for the future. Lima kartu masa depan. 9 of Pentacles, but they're still a very, very highly self-sufficient individuals that is very much focused on their career and their money and their pentacles. You guys got the Hermit card, Knight of Wands in reverse, the Strength card. There you go again. Apakah mereka ada maksud baik sama Virgo atau enggak sih? Tapi kenapa mereka giving like false, false gini sama si Virgo? I mean, yeah, I mean, I think like this, what you need in terms of relationship and what they need in terms of a relationship is kind of like quite different. So they're the type of person who always up for maybe, like you wanted something that is tangible, you want like a commitment. Okay, you want to be with me, what happens 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and what is it that we can do in order for us to be able to go to that destination, right? That's what you want. But this person is not really like that. They're still very, very self-sufficient individual who is highly focused on their pentacles or their career or their business or their money or whatever. So even when they do nice things for you, relationship is not really their 100% focus. Do they have bad intentions? No, they don't. They actually don't, but it's just that they're not able in the meantime to be committed to a relationship 100%. So if you're looking for somebody who wants to be in a relationship and everything is relationship focused, this is not the person for you. Because why am I saying this? Because in the future, you guys have the Hermit card, you have the Knight of Wands in reverse, you have the Strength card. So I must say that the thing that you're doing right now that stops you, you know, the Four of Swords, whenever you got your mind swept off by your emotional cups and starting to fantasize good things and everything like that. And then there's a part like your cerebral brain, your book of sins. Remember when I said the book of sins, kind of like, nah, stop it, Virgo, don't think about it. It's too good to be true. That part is true. Because it's either you manage your expectations or you don't deal with them altogether because you guys don't match in terms of vibration. What they're focusing on is totally different on what you're focusing on. Kind of like wondering what you want. Kenapa sih yang dimana sama Virgo? But what you want is not really entirely different than what they want, though. But it's just that sometimes when you guys are alone, thoughts are creeping in because of the mistakes that they've done in the past. So I feel like you need to address whatever it is that you had in your mental notebook, or else it's going to come haunt you in the future. I mean, this person is not doing anything fishy in the future. This person is just focusing on their money. But for some reasons, you guys are upset about it. You're like the Knight of Wands in reverse, but you are Strength card. So you're like, you want to blow up, and then you're like, okay, be patient, zen, keep your zen, Virgo, keep your zen. And you're kind of like torturing yourself with that. So I feel like whatever it is that you've been writing in your book of sins, whatever it is that you've been hiding, and whatever it is that you've been bottling up inside of your emotions and everything like that, needs to be addressed so that this matter can be cleared up. So that this matter can be cleared up. I mean, this person has rise up to their levels of spirituality. This person has matured themselves a lot. But still, though, like I find you still being disappointed, and I feel like it's not just about them. It's also about you weren't able to address the things that you were writing in your book of sins. I mean, you guys right now are in a period where you guys are the emperor, right? Like you really want to be heard. Why not use that energy to really address whatever it is that you wrote in your book of sins? it could literally be in your mental notebook or you wrote it down in your diary. But why don't you just address them and just let them be known how you feel about that and everything like that. Try to voice up for some time so that they understand, so that they could understand you. Because in the future, like, they're going to be doing things like as if like nothing is wrong. I mean, they're the King of Pentacles. Chill, Virgo. I'm here. King of Pentacles. I'm reliable. You know, still focus on their career and and then you're killing yourself over it. Why? Because of those things that, you know, that logic thoughts, that mental notebook that I was talking about to you earlier. It's like a part of you already want to be over and done with it. You're like the Six of Swords. You just want it to be over and done with it. There's this battle of the logic and the heart. Like, your heart doesn't want to leave, but then your logic is like, I want to leave. I just want to have a peace of mind, the Four of Swords. But then you still, is like the Devil card here. The shadow side is talking or whispering things towards you that could end up jeopardizing this relationship if it's something that you truly, truly want and you truly, truly desire. You know what I mean? So that's that. So that's if you're only dealing with one person. We're going to see what happens again in your next weekly reading. But I feel like for this 1 to 2 weeks from now, this is going to be the overall energy. And there's something here. I mean, you guys are in the energy of the Emperor. You really need to start speaking up about whatever it is that you've been writing down or whatever it is that you've been remembering. Try to talk to yourself, having like a little bit of an intrapersonal communication with yourself. Why is it that I'm feeling this way? Why do I feel so, I don't know, like insecure in this relationship? Is it something that I can handle in the long run? Can I live with it? If you cannot, then just leave. But if you can, try to address it. Yeah? I feel like if you guys are single, although the opportunity might arise if you're meeting somebody new, but I feel like in the future, probably in 1 to 2 weeks from now, you guys are in a period where you're the Hermit card. So you're the Knight of Wands in reverse, so you come and go, but you're looking for somebody who is self-sufficient. You're looking for somebody who loves independence, who loves their freedom a lot, and because dealing with that type of person gives you an excuse for yourself to become the Knight of Wands in reverse, because you're not really ready for a commitment in 1 to 2 weeks from now. That's if you're single, okay? So if you're only dating one person, and if you're single, your reading ends now. If you're dealing with two people, here's your scenario. Ini kenapa si Virgo kayak gini? Emang dia ngelakuin apa sih sama si Virgo? Okay, so person A is somebody who I think you have had like a very, very long history with. And back in the days when you guys are still together, they were in a Nine of Swords mode. So they were either mentally depressed, or there was like a lot of things that in their life that went wrong and everything like that. So they were not in their healthiest state of mind. And they were getting out of that period. They became more cheerful. And you kind of like see this opportunity as something. And then there was like an opportunity presented to you. And then you kind of like reap, and then you see this as an opportunity. But the thing is that this person is a highly self-sufficient individual that I feel like it's much more platonic right now, because it's the Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles is like, because you've created such bond that they feel like, if you need my help, Virgo, I'm still going to be here for you. But I don't see any cups coming from their side, and I don't see any type of promises, because even in the future, this person is still going to be a very highly self-sufficient individual who is not really in the mood for a relationship. I mean, this person is so focused on themselves and their career. I'm not saying that they're a selfish person, but they're very, very focused on money. They're focused on their career. They're focused on their studies or whatever, but this person is that. But in terms of their feelings towards you, this person is much more of the Knight of Pentacles. If you ever need me, I'm like a good friend for you to talk to. I'm a good friend for you. I can help you, but it's much more of a platonic type of thing. And with this person, for some reasons, you still have hopes. You have the Three of Wands. You're kind of like still wishing upon the stars. You still is the Seven of Cups and stuff like that. Okay. And then that's person A. So person B, for some reasons, I don't know why, but person B was actually nice for you, but you guys are the King of Swords. So you guys are kind of like pretty closed off with them, because King of Swords is somebody who see minor flaw in every details. And you guys are very, very detail oriented. Yeah. But when it comes to the person you love, you're not really that criticizing of minor flaws. But for somebody new who came into your life, especially when you're not ready to open your heart chakra, you guys became like, oh, no, I don't really like this thing about them. No, I don't really like this thing about them. I don't really like this thing about them. You're being kind of like quite picky, and you're kind of like sticking to it. And then this person B, is coming back. They have the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, you were shut off in the past. You're the King of Swords. You're like, now, based on my calculation, because I don't like this flaw about them, because I don't like this minor details about them, I'm not going to be opening my heart chakra. And then now they're like the Ace of Pentacles. So they're going to be coming to you, probably offering something to make a new start, or they ask you to hang out, or they, you know, basically something. But you guys are much more the Four of Swords, like, nah, I don't really want to do it. I don't really want to do it. And in the future, person B is still there. I mean, if you're dealing with one person and you know who person B is, person B actually stays in here for a long run in comparison to person A. Because person A is a highly self-sufficient individual who still needs to focus on whatever it is that they want before they commit to a relationship, like a long-term type of relationship, whereas person B is already ready for that. So that's that. Wait a second. Ini kenapa sih Virgo nggak mau sih? But I feel like in the future, you guys are going to be start opening up towards this person B. So you're going to recalculate them. You're going to reevaluate them for some ways, because you had the Page of Pentacles in here. Why? Because you guys are feeling that person A. You feel like played by person A, whereas person A, again, I think it's much more about expectations of this stuff. Person A was never a relationship material in the first place. It's just not their time yet. You know what I mean? In the future, maybe, but now it's just not their time. So, and then you guys got aggravated by person A, and then you're going to go through a hermit mode where you're asking yourself, well, maybe I've been expecting a wrong thing from person A, and well, why don't we just give it a try with person B? I mean, person B seems nice, and then person B seems like this person is reliable, trustworthy, and everything like that. So you are going to have like a lot of intrapersonal communication with yourself, and then you're going to give it a go with person B. But I'm not going to say that you're going to be like highly in love with person B or whatever. You're going to be taking a much more slower approach to this person. You are re-evaluating them. You're going to be noticing them from top to bottom. Is it worth it or not? Is it going to go for the long run or not? But at least it's something, right? At least it's something. If you're dealing with a Taurus or Libra in your life, I feel like you're going to be cutting them off, or you're going to be kind of like withholding something from them, something that they need. It's either you're not giving them the closure that they need or whatever, but you're just kind of like withholding something from them. Okay? So I think, I'm sorry, it's too low for a weekly reading, but I really hope that you enjoy it. And I hope that you find like a lot of clarity that you've been looking for. And I wish you a very happy birthday once again, Virgo. I love you. Bye.